This is Aditya from LightHaven. Today we are going to talk about circular lines within Pekiti Tirsia Kali. Now, before we begin, it is important to understand that there are many different ways that you can do these circular lines. There are thrusting circular lines, there are slashing circular lines, there are sort of these truncata based circular lines. There are many ways you can express that circle principle. But when we first introduce the concept of circular lines, we generally introduce them with slashing circular lines. It's just an easier concept to understand because the slash sort of generally comes easier to people than the concept of thrusting or even the concept of truncatas. So I'm going to show you guys 4 ways of doing circular lines, slashing circular lines from 4 different loading positions. If you are not comfortable or if you are not familiar with Pekiti loading positions, then I'm going to link the video to that down below. Have a look at that before you come to this. The first loading position we're going to start with is our high load. Now there are 2 ways of doing circular lines from your high load. Either you can come straight down and go back towards the same shoulder as the hand that you're gripping the stick in, this way, and back to high load, or I can go the opposite direction. All the time I'm coming back to my high load. Now you can choose, when you're at high load, you have the option, it's quite a versatile load, you can choose which angle you want to strike or which face of the clock you want to strike. In the beginning it helps if you just go 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock, follow through back to high load. Same way, 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, follow through the other side back to high load. 12 to 6, follow through, 12 to 6, follow. However, once you're comfortable with this, then you can choose to go hit the 11 o'clock clock face, so 11 to 7, follow through, 11 to 5 and follow through, and 1 to 7 and follow through. So 11 to 5, follow through, 1 o'clock to 7 o'clock, follow through, coming back here. If I'm hitting 11 o'clock on the clock face, I'm going for sort of an angle 2. If I'm hitting 1 o'clock on the clock face, I'm going for an angle 1. Both times the circle brings the strike back to my high load position. The next loading position we're going to look at is our shoulder load. Now from here also, similar to your high load, you have a bunch of options that you can use. We're going to stick to the simplest option, which is you're going to come straight out, make that circle, come back. Once you're comfortable with this, then as you come out, you can be hitting that angle 2. So 11 o'clock, cutting through, cutting through, cutting through, cutting through. A really cool way of exploring circular lines from your shoulder load is you start making this circle, whether you're hitting 12 o'clock or 11 o'clock, and then you can start making the circle wider going this way, and then you can start taking the circle across your body and come back. Once you're comfortable with this, you don't have to go in that order of slowly, 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 slowly. You can go one circular here, one circular there, one circular in front, again back to the side. You can use your footwork. All the while, from this same shoulder load position, I'm doing circular lines. I'm doing circular lines across me, I'm doing circular lines in front of me, circular slashes, I'm doing circular slashes to my outside. Right? And it's important to get comfortable with being able to manifest these circular lines in all directions and orientations. The next load we're going to look at is your cross load. This is similar to your shoulder load, whereas we're going to go, we start with that 12 o'clock slash, come back onto your shoulder. So I'm hitting 12 to 6, back onto my shoulder. When you're comfortable with this, I can hit now that angle 1 back to my shoulder. So 1 o'clock back, 1 o'clock back. And same thing that we did on our shoulder load, once you're comfortable with hitting 12 o'clock and once you're comfortable with hitting that 1 o'clock, then you can explore circles all the way from there, all the way across your shoulders. So you can start like this. And then you can play around with it. All the while making that circle, coming back to your shoulder, to your cross load. The last loading position we're going to talk about is your medium load. So We're going to start with the stick somewhere here, with the middle of the stick around your hip. Now what you're going to look to do is pull the stick up your chest and hit. You're going to look to pull your stick up your chest, whip your wrist and make a circle, do a circular strike. So pull it up your chest, whip and back to your medium load. Pull it up your chest, whip, back to medium load. Pull it up your chest, whip, back to medium load. Please be careful that when you pull it up your chest, you don't smack yourself in the face as you open that slash. Pull the stick up your chest, slash down to medium load. Up your chest, slash. As usual guys, thank you for watching. If you liked what you saw, if you learned something from what you saw, please do like, subscribe and share this video. It really does help out the school a lot. And see you in the next video.